This neighborhood feels very alive.
Music, new shops, and new neighbors.
It's a very friendly place to be.
Couple that with a high concentration of some of the oldest homes in the city.
This was the neighborhood where a lot of the beer barons and other barons built a lot of their homes.
You get Milwaukee's Historic Concordia Neighborhood. It's an old, diverse, and growing community.
I'm very interested in redeveloping the near west side because it has so much potential.
He's the one leading a $14 million renovation of an old music hall.
We call our friends and neighbors Frabers because we all like each other a lot.
She's the one who will be the first to welcome you to the neighborhood.
Hello, this is Barry Weber. Welcome to the Historic Concordia Neighborhood. This is my block.
And he's the one I met up with to learn more about the Historic Concordia Neighborhood. Everywhere we went and who we talked to was all up to him. Welcome to Barry's Neighborhood.
Since my wife and I moved in 11 years ago, we've always just felt that tight sense of community here where so many people know each other, so many people look out for each other. My house was built in 1892, and that's still just something shocking to me. In fact, there's a lot of homes in this neighborhood when they were in danger of either being razed or were in various states of disrepair over the years that so many different groups and others and activists purchased and rehabbed and sold back to others so that the neighborhood could stay strong. This is an example of like the house had gone to seed and the city purchased it through a grant or funds available, and the city rehabbed the whole exterior and then sold it at an affordable price. All right, so we are going to the Weiberg's house. Why, hello, Sally.
Hello. Hi.
All right.
And how long have you lived in this neighborhood for?
39 years. Next May it will be 40.
She's the one who, anytime someone is new to the neighborhood and she gets wind of it, she is knocking on their door, signing them up for our neighborhood listserv, emailing me about how I can reach out to them.
I power walk around the neighborhood. That's my exercise. So I get to see all the new people moving in randomly, things, and I try to get them hooked into the fabric of the neighborhood as soon as I can.
Sally's one of the unofficial mayors of Concordia, so to speak.
Tell that to Cavalier Johnson.
Right.
Hey, he's
the mayor of the city. He's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. This is the mayor of Concordia.
There you
right. So we are going to see Gonza. She is a recent arrival to the neighborhood. Gonza has probably the best sense of style of anyone I know. My name is Gonza. Long time no see.
Normally I like to move places, fix them up, and then like rent them out. But then I ended up staying here longer because one, just needed more things to fix, and two, I just like the neighborhood so much. I like my neighbors. I mean, I knew my neighbors. I didn't know my neighbors in Washington Heights. I had no clue who they were. But when I got here, it was like I got people knocking on my door, inviting you over to have for backyard cheese and crackers. And you're knocking on my door asking me how's my day? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? But after a while, I realized this is like a little pocket that just feels just like I'm in the suburbs. So a lot of us neighbors, it's not even just talking to each other on the street. We're actually talking to each other through cell phone all the time. I spoke to Barry like 3 times the past week for no reason.
But where we're going now is one of the developments that I'm most excited about in our neighborhood. Hello again, John. Good to see you.
Tom Petty and U2 and Joan Jett, all kinds of people like that performed here early in their careers.
John Hennessy is a local developer leading the renovation of the new state. It had various lives as a silent movie theater, big band music club, rock venue, and strip club. Then it closed in the 90s. A big fire scorched much of the inside in 2017. A year later, a group got together to purchase the building and turn it into a cafe, concert venue, and music production facility. The cafe will be open by the spring, and the music venue is scheduled for 2027.
To catalyze neighborhood redevelopment, but more than that, it's to work with the youth. There'll be 3 recording studios. and the nonprofit will have a mentoring operation.
There's so much potential for cool things to happen, and there's a lot of history in this room. You kind of just feel it when you walk in.
If you had an all-ages safe space, that had a theater, that had recording studios, that had a mentoring operation, I think this would be something that Milwaukee has never had yet.
We are going to the Fruition Cafe, new coffee shop, and actually quite a bit more that just opened in the Concordia 27 building. All right, hey Miss Tiffany, better late than never. Good to see you again.
I dreamed of having a cafe in my neighborhood. I live within 5 minutes walking distance of here. So I didn't know that I would be the one to have the actual cafe that I can walk to in my neighborhood. But this is so much more. It's a co-working space, and then there's the maker space for artists, jewelry makers, textile fabric artists like myself. All individuals deserve to have healthy food options in their neighborhood, and Fruition is one of those spaces that's able to provide that in walking distance.
Before I left the Concordia neighborhood, I had one last question for Barry.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about your neighborhood?
We contain multitudes.